Yes. So if you're joining me for the very first time, my name is Desiree Clay. I am a certified transformation coach and speaker and trainer with the John Maxwell team. And I just love doing this. I show up here every Tuesday. I have not gotten consistent with the time yet because guess what? I'm living real life over here. I have toddlers in my house. And so I never like to promise a specific time of day because, yeah, I don't promise anything that I can't keep up with. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are very new to my platform, I give transformation tips every Tuesday. So life transformation tips, things that you can like practically apply today. What good is it? Good is it having advice or getting advice that's kind of not applicable to you yet. I mean, some information is for storing, but the way that the world is going, we want things that we can do today to make an impact in our lives. So here I am. Make sure you're following me on all social media outlets. Thomas, you a new JMTer. Hey, JMT DNA. Thank you so much for supporting me. So Thomas, listen, I've been doing this since January and I have fire up under me now to be even more consistent since our conference we just got out of. Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about growing pains. And if you saw the topic, I know that we all go through life challenges and I know we all have our own thing going on. And, I was talking to my niece earlier, and this is where this topic came from because sometimes I have things prepared and then God will give me something that happens throughout the day and it'll totally change the direction of my Transformation Tuesday talk. And so my niece, she's getting ready to have her first baby and she's in the hospital. Now, she's not even 32 weeks yet. And she's afraid that the baby is going to come early. And of course, nobody wants the baby to come early. Everybody wants their baby to cook full term, right? And so as I was on the phone with her, she started experiencing contractions. Now, I've had 3 babies myself, okay? I have 4 children total. I have a bonus son and 3 that I've given birth to myself. And so let me tell you, contractions are no fun. The pain that you go through having a baby is no fun. But then it hit me all of a sudden, like she was experiencing the pain and then she would come back into the conversation. And so I was like, yeah, girl, sometimes, some of the pain is sometimes worse than the other pain. Some of the contractions show up stronger or harder. Sometimes they come a little faster. Sometimes, they catch you off guard. And so what she started to do was she started to look at the monitor that they have in the room when you're having a baby to track how frequently and how strong the contraction is going to be so she can kind of brace herself, right? And then I said, niece, you know what? These growing pains right here are going to be nothing because guess what? When you actually go into full labor, you're going to be in so much pain and then you're going to forget about the pain because you're going to be holding your baby boy. And I thought about it. You know what? Having a baby is so similar to what we go through in life. Now, let me tell you, life is not easy and neither is having a baby. And I know I have some guys on here, so you can't attest to the pain that you feel, but I know you can attest and understand that life has a lot of ups and downs and life is filled with growing pains, okay? And so growing pains, when you think about growing pains, you think about John Maxwell teaches in his 15 15 invaluable laws of growth, which is one of my absolute favorite books of his. He tells us that good management of bad experiences leads to growth. And so I began to try to talk to her so that she can understand that if you keep your mindset, you understand that you have to go through the pain, right? So it's not like you can avoid the pain, just like life. No one wants to go through pain. No one wants to experience pain in any kind of way, right? So there's all different types of bad experiences or pain that we can go through. We can go through life disappointments of not being enough or feeling like we're enough, not being valued, right? Not being accepted, right? Just everyday struggles of life, right? Yes, Thomas said, I couldn't understand, but I saw my wife's experience. Yes. And even sometimes when you watch people going through pain, like you really want to step in and help them. But guess what? You can't. Everyone has to go through their own growing pains. That is just something that, God created in order to stretch us and grow us, which is the law of the rubber band. If we want to grow, we have to get outside of our comfort zone. If my niece wants to have that baby, she's going to have to go through some pain. If you want to have that baby in your life, whatever that thing is you're trying to birth, if you're trying to birth a business, if you're trying to birth, actual real children, okay, if you're trying to birth a healthy marriage, if you're trying to go into some real deep mental mindset shifts, guess what? You're going to have to go through some pains. And so here's the truth about pain. There are 2 truths that I'm going to give you tonight. Just real simple tonight, real light. But here are 2 truths. Everyone has them. So I'm no different than you are, and you're no different than me in the sense that you're going to have growing pains and I'm going to have growing pains. No one is exempt, okay? The difference is how we handle them, how we go through them. Are we going to be like my niece and know that at some point we're going to go through these pains? And so we look at the monitor of life, right? We check our environment to see, am I about to come up against something that I've never encountered before? How is this going to affect me? How is this going to affect my life, right? So that's the monitor, right? Checking our pulse and our heartbeat, right? We're trying to figure out what is about to happen, what's happening in our life that's about to cause a rift in what I know to be comfortable or know to be true, right? So that's one of the truths about pain and growing pains, is that everyone has them, okay? Everyone has them. My son right now, he's 1 year old and he is teething. When I tell you he has like 2 or 3 teeth coming in, and he is very uncomfortable. He's crying and he's cranky and he's whining. And then the next thing you know, guess what? He's okay. He's up and he's playing, he's eating, he's engaging. And then the next thing you know, he's in pain. That's just how growing pains, that's how life shows up, guys. There are, mountain high moments, and then there are valley low moments. And so it's just about how you are distributing that pain in your life and dealing with the pain, right? And then the other thing about pain is, guess what? No one likes them. So that's what you and I have in common for sure. You and I both have growing pains or have gone or will go through growing pains. And guess what? Neither one of us will like them. But the difference is how we think about them, the perspective, the mindset that we have about them. So let me help you. Your mindset needs to be, in order for me to get what I want, I have to grow. Now, if you are comfortable in your life and you have everything you want and you don't want to grow anymore, you have, I am perfect, then this message is not really for you. But if you are trying to challenge yourself in any area of your life, if you're trying to grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, guess what? You're going to have to go through these growing pains. And so I just wanted to come to you tonight with a really, really, really quick and simple message. And it is about keeping your mindset fixed, knowing that what you want, you deserve to have it. And that going through the pain is only a small portion of it, because guess what? The pain is only temporary, guys. The pain is temporary. And then guess what? You have these labor pains, you go through birth, and guess what? You're then holding your baby boy or your business or your peace or your happy marriage, whatever that is. So don't give up. Stay encouraged. This is September 1st, guys. We are almost in the last quarter of the year. I want you to remain steadfast. I want you to remain strong. I want you to remain focused. Guys, 2020 is not over. 2020 has not been a waste. There have been some really challenging times for all of us in 2020. I just literally had to, say goodbye. My spiritual father passed away, and then I had to jump into the John Maxwell conference. And guess what? All I had to say to myself was push past my quit. That's all I could say to myself. And so I want you to say that when times are getting rough and when you are in the midst of chaos all around you, when you're looking at the monitor of your life and you see there's a contraction about to happen and you know it's coming. And guess what? Sometimes those pains catch you off guard because sometimes they come one after the other. And so you're taking blow after blow after blow. And that's when we say things like, I can't win for losing. But guess what? One day you will win if you don't quit. The only way to get to where you're going is to not quit. There has to be some type of progress, some type of motion in order to get where you're going. And so I beg of you not to quit. Don't give up on yourself. You are worthy to have everything that your heart desires. And so my name is Desiree Clay. I'm the Des of Des 360. I am a certified transformational John Maxwell speaker, trainer, and coach. Make sure you're following me on social media at Des 360, all spelled out, DEZTHREE 60. And I also have a YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. I hope that I have added value to someone tonight that is going through pain, who just came out of pain, or who knows, guess what? More pain is sure to come. Remember, good management of bad experience leads to growth. All right, guys, have a blessed night. Bye.